Welcome. This is Prophetic Information Ministries End Time News and Information Program. I am your host, Bishop Robert Williams. Today is July the 25th of 2020. I put out a question this morning on Facebook asking people if they would like me to do a program on the end time news and world events. And several people said yes. They wanted me to do a program. I have done this in the past, years ago, and people liked it back then. It is very important now, in this day and time, we stay informed of what is going on in the world today. Let's get started. Many Americans see the hand of God is at work in current events. 2020 has been an incredible, bizarre year up to this point. And this has many people wondering if the hand of God is at work. And worse things get, the more this sort of speculation will heat up. When things get crazy, people search for answers, and that can be good. That can be a good thing, because the truth is that during normal times, most of us are always too self-absorbent, and most of us spend far too little time thinking about the things that really matter. 2020 has been really shaking up a large portion of the U.S. and the world population, and we should hope that all of the shaking ultimately moves our society in a more positive direction. Right now, COVID-19 is dominating the headlines day after day. And the debates that I have seen on social media platforms about this pandemic has often gotten quite heated. I knew that many people had extremely passionate opinions about COVID-19, but what I didn't realize that a large percentage of them are also convinced that God is somehow involved. In fact, an Associated Press survey found that 63% of all religious Americans believe that this pandemic is a sign from God. 63% of religious Americans say that the novel coronavirus pandemic is a sign from God, telling humanity to change its way of living, according to the new poll. The poll, which was conducted by the Associated Press, surveyed 1,002 people, U.S. adults, who say they believe in God. I was stunned to see a number that high. The Bible does tell us that there will be pestilences in the last days, and it would have been very interesting to see how many respondents to that survey believe that this COVID-19 pandemic is one of those pestilences. Let's go to the next story. New poll revealed Americans don't believe they need God to be good. In case you need more evidence that America is getting darker on a spiritual and moral level, A new poll conducted by the Pew Research Center revealed majority of Americans do not believe they need God to be moral or have good values. Another interesting thing, this poll revealed what most people surveyed, with political conservative leanings still believe they need God to be morally good. According to Christian Post, the non-corporation polling firm recently published a survey that measured the connection between people's belief about God and morality. According to the survey conducted between late June and early October of 2019, 38,426 people in 34 countries were surveyed. The research highlighted the importance of God and prayer in the lives of participants of the poll. According to the report, the data suggests multi-factors collaborate with the belief that God is necessary and morally to have good values. Next story. Thousands of Iranians accept Jesus Christ amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. A revival is sweeping the nation of Iran right now in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic, according to a new report from CBN. The report is starting that in the face of the wave of international turmoil and COVID attacks that are undermining the radical regime nefarious plan, even as the violence escalates, hope is rising among the Iranian citizens who are finding salvation in Jesus Christ. Whatever the exploding coronavirus, mysterious fires at nuclear and military facilities,